Well, hello, my dear viewers. Welcome back to the channel. This time around, I bring you this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia, 136 of its name at hand. And we go straight into the chapter. There's no cover, there's nothing. Straight into the action. This time around, we'll definitely rescue Harry-chan. Possibly think Midoriya and Mirio. Very well, okay. We see them with a very tense face. Midori is even like smoking. Not smoking as in real smoking, but we can see the smoke coming out of his breath. Very intense. Okay, so we have this hero, the one who's against the kids being there. It's fine and all that the kid's alive, but if one were to guess, the boss would want to hide the girl who is a core component to his plan, right? And after all that trouble, she somehow makes it outside. And on top of that, to be spotted by these little brat heroes. Little brat heroes, he says. He's not wrong. At first, when I saw this, the first image of Eri, I thought she was held down by a rope. But no, it seems that whatever she's into is being supported by ropes or cabling of some sort. Really, it's a very cruel image to see. But she'll be saved no sooner rather than later. Do you think it honestly keep her tucked away at the headquarters after all that? If it were me, I wouldn't. Because even if we were to attack, as long as the girl isn't there, then it doesn't matter. Have we been able to specify her exact whereabouts? Okay, that's exactly the problem. We don't know how far ahead is planned. He's not wrong. If we don't finish them with one blow, they'll probably get the chance they need to launch a counterattack. Of course, you won't finish them in one blow. This is how these things normally go. So, and besides, the author wouldn't introduce. By the way, let me check the author's name. I always forget. Kohei Orikochi. So I can call him Kohei. So Kohei wouldn't just introduce Overhaul, make him such a badass character, and then having him fall in one fell swoop. So we've looked at groups and organizations that have ties to the precepts as well as all of the known locations under the precept's control. We've left no stone unturned coming up with this list. We'd like everyone here to assist in searching each of these locations. Let's find the location and ring it out. I see, and that is how his minor heroes come into play. Look, the heroes who are present are clearly tied to the list somehow. They've selected people who have familiarity with the area. Okay. Fat Gum is angry about the fact that he's just... You were All Might's sidekick, weren't you? You've been awfully thorough tiptoeing about. All the while, that Eri-chan girl has probably been crying this whole time. We will not become like All Might. It's for that reason that we've so thoroughly analyzed and predicted the possible scenarios so that we could bring our chances of saving her as close to 100% as possible. That's why I like Nighteye. And that's the thing that sets them the most apart. Nighteye and All Might, I mean. Because All Might thinks with his brawn. Like, he's the epitome of brawn thinking guy. Nighteye, on the other hand, thinks with his brain. That's perhaps why they made such a great team back in the day. If only Nighteye's brawn, All Might's brawn thinking wasn't so egotistic and, well, kind of egotistic and way over the roof, as well as Nighteye's brain thinking was also... They are like both egotistics in their way, not in a bad way by all means, but they are very confident on their abilities, and that kind of chock between one another. But I actually agree with Nighteye in this situation. This is a situation that should be approached very, very carefully. So we mustn't lose our cool. If we make a misstep trying to capture them, it could just end up fanning the flames. Just like how Stain's arrest performance only ended up in a giant PR boost for the League of Villains. Okay, this time with a single hoodlum trying to release some Quirk destroying weapon, it's possible that those motifs are at play as well. Okay. Some discussion breaks loose. And Aizawa comes into play. I'm not completely knowledgeable about your abilities, Sir Nighteye, but if you have the ability to see the future, then can't you just look ahead and see what our outcome is? At this rate, we're not going to agree on anything. Ooh, dangerous, dangerous. That I cannot do. Once I activate my Foresight ability, it needs a 24-hour interval before it can be used again. In other words, every day for 1 hour I can see one person's future. And when I do, like a series of flashbacks, it plays in my head frame by frame. Once activated for an hour's time, I can see the film of an individual's life. That's how you can think about it. However, all of that film is from a perspective that very closely follows the person. All I can see are their actions and their immediate surroundings. So, what I think is, but can he see, like, because we don't know how long this mission is going to take, so can he see, like, let's say a week into the future? I don't think he can. Isn't that more than enough? You should be able to find out a lot from that. What do you mean you can't do it? For example, if in that person's immediate future I see death, a merciless death awaiting them, what could I do? So he's talking about All Might apparently, because Midoriya spotted that and Gran Torino is just like all silent and moody. Okay. This quirk of mine is only supposed to be used when the chances of success have been brought to their highest. It should be for insurance. When there are too many uncertainties at play, it should not be used recklessly. I mean, sure, it has the drawback of only being able to be used once a day. I was not expecting that drawback, actually. I guess it makes the quirk more precious in the sense that you can't just overuse it, but at the same time, well, it's good because it makes it not so OP. Like, if should the villains know about this drawback, Nighteye would be at a very bad point, because the villains could just stall for 1 hour, and then after that Nighteye would be assumingly defenseless. We don't yet know the full extent of Nighteye's physical abilities, like his close quarters combat or anything, his endurance. I mean, I want to assume he's good at close quarters combat, because a guy with a non-fighting quirk ability should really focus on developing his innate abilities. So, who knows? Like Aizawa, for instance. Aizawa's quirk is not really meant... I mean, it is if it's used for combat, much like Nighteye's, but the core of Aizawa's quirk is to kind of block the transmission of the signal that allows the persons to activate their quirks. But amidst that, and combined with that, Aizawa developed this fighting style with his ropes. Maybe Nighteye has something of the sort, I would really like to see that. Okay, even that is information, isn't it? Then you can put together a plan to avoid it. It's not like telling a fortune. There's no evidence to show that you can avoid the outcome. Nighteye, I don't really know what you're talking about, but it'll be okay. You can take a look at me. I'll avoid the outcome as many times as you want. I mean, yeah, he says he can't. He's right. He's going to waste his one-day Quirk ability on you. Like, yeah. What if a villain comes by? He just wasted his Quirk on you. Like, so you can prove you can avoid the outcome of his Quirk. Oh, come on, grow up. But seriously, he's saying this again, really. Everyone is like so tense. Jesus. In any case, let's proceed with the plan. Don't forget there's a girl in trouble here. Sorry about that. Locating the girl and securing her rescue. Our goal is to resolve the situation as quickly and as effectively, sorry about that, as possible. Thank you all for your cooperation. Then I'll provide the specifics to each of you individually. Okay, so now the students have a gathering of their own. Midori and Mirio are telling Uraraka and Kirishima what happened with Eri. And there comes Aizawa. I had originally planned to suspend all of your internships today. You all heard that there's a possibility that the League is involved. That changes things. It's no possibility. It is involved. But you know, Midoriya, you still haven't restored my trust in you yet. And you got in that fight. Unfortunately, I have every reason to believe that if I were to stop you right now, you'd just jump out in the midst of things again. He is the main protagonist. Damn that face. I'm watching you. I'm Batman. Oh God, Aizawa, you look ugly. If you act again, we'll go by the formal procedures this time around, Midoriya. Got it, problem child? Damn. Okay. Let me tell you something. That hand of yours that just barely missed rescuing her, I'll bet that you felt something other than despair. So keep looking forward and go on. Kirishima's just like, I'll follow you forever. Raise her head. No, not forever, please. Okay. So that's what happened. So the reason you directed Midoriya to me was to mediate my relation with All Might. No. That was just one of the thoughts that crossed my mind. Once you get older, you do all sorts of unnecessary things. And so what do you think? The two of them are similar, including that madness deep in All Might's core that I could never understand. He has it too. Wait, what? Oh, I suppose this is Ares' room. Okay. I just wanted to check up on you. You haven't touched any of your toys at all after I went and bought them for you. Don't you think you could let your gown down just a little bit? If you don't, next time around I'm I'm gonna be the one blown to bits, you brat. You're going to be the next mediator. Don't you dare think about running away. Give her sweets, become the kind of person Eric can trust. That's your job. Okay. Say what you want, but how am I supposed to know how to pull that kid's heartstrings? It's not like they came with a manual or something. Okay, so she's thinking about when Midoriya tried to save her. Up until now, not a single person has ever touched me like that before. Yeah, because it was a caring. Yep, his hand was so kind. Damn, now that we see it up close, Midoriya's hand is full of wounds. Jesus, look at that. I haven't realized that before. I won't let go, not this time. And Chapter 136 of Boku no Hero Academia is over. Things are starting to come together. Sooner rather than later, the heroes will come face to face with the 8 precepts of death. And as such, things will go south faster than a canoe. So. I really enjoy this chapter. I know I say this in all the chapters. You guys know that. I say this in all the chapters. But it's true. The last few chapters of Boku no Hero Academia, while they are text heavy, I assume that. All the chapters in Boku no Hero Academia are text heavy. But it's good. It's good. I like it. If you guys like it, please do let me know as well. But it's not that I can do anything to change it, but I want to know you guys' opinion on that. So I'm really interested in Nighteye. Ever more. Like each chapter we find something about him or his quirk, I am more interested in him. In this chapter was his quirk. Like, okay, we found out that the quirk has a drawback of a 24-hour refresh. So that is kinda not good. Because the quirk that allows him to like fend off attacks and dodge and whatnot becomes unusable for the next 24 hours. So he's in a fight with a villain, assuming the fight lasts less than an hour, is okay. But who's to say that he won't be in a fight afterwards? So it's something like I believe it's 1 hour straight. So it's not like he can say, okay, I'm gonna use half an hour for this guy, 5 minutes for that fellow who's a weak one, and maybe 10. I'll go with 10. 15 would be good, but I'll go with 10 just to save 5 minutes. So you know that he can partialize. I don't think it's that. As soon as he chooses a target, it's 1 hour for that target. Which again, if he's in a one-on-one fight and he has no other fights that day, that's cool, but he has a serious drawback in his quirk. I never expected such a serious drawback to his quirk. But I guess it makes it less OP, because being able to predict the future is OP in its own. Now the thing is, and he touched upon this in this chapter, he does not know if the outcome is meant to happen or not, if it can be avoided. He spoke about what if he saw the death of someone. Midoriya thought he was speaking about All Might. Gran Torino's expression kinda put some weight on that option, so to make it more viable. But the thing is, if he saw All Might's dead, it depends on when he saw his death. Because I have it in my mind to believe that Night-Eye's quirk can only see the hour after he activated his quirk. So if he activates his quirk at, like, let's say 1 p.m., So he activates his quirk at 1 p.m. He can see all of the person's life from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So if he's in a fight with someone like he was with Midoriya, he would be able to see that our experience. That's what I think. That's what I thought up until now that was the case. Now I believe that he may see a little bit more than that. That's why he spoke of that. That's why he spoke of other things. Because if they were just sitting there, like there's no way you could possibly predict someone's death on that room. I mean, accidents happen all the time, but assuming that they would still be in that room for a while, if he could only see 1 hour into the future, if he had looked, for instance, at Midoriya, he would only see that he would finish the meeting and he would go downstairs to stay with his friends. That's what I thought would happen. But apparently, Nighteye can see a whole lot more. So, what has he seen in Midoriya's future? Because he saw Midoriya's future. Maybe that was the death he saw. No, I'm not saying that Midoriya will die, but then again, he doesn't know if the outcome is meant to be, if the outcome is unchangeable. Maybe he saw it, refuses to talk about it, and maybe it will come to happen, but Midoriya won't die, of course. Midoriya will be able to avoid the outcome, and then we'll learn that Nighteye actually predicted his death, or his attempted death. But these are just theories for now. It will be a long time before that happens, I believe. But anyway, this is it for today, for this week's chapter of Boku no Hero Academia. But it is not over for the week. I have plans for tomorrow, but only for tomorrow. I'm going to introduce a new manga into the channel, and I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as I will, because I have been enjoying it a lot. You'll see which one it is tomorrow, and I hope it sticks around. So we'll see when the video comes. You can give me a bit of an opinion right now. Should I do a full resume of the manga so far, or should I follow each chapter individually, or 2 chapters in each video until we reach the current ones? So please, if you've lasted up until the end of this video, please do let me know. The manga I'm speaking of has approximately 11 chapters. No, it has 9 chapters so far. So please do let me know. Do you think I should just make a resume of the chapters of all the 9 chapters in one video, or should I follow 3 videos, 3 chapters, for instance, or 2 videos, or 1 video, 2 chapters, or 1 video per chapter? Please do let me know your opinion if you've lasted until this long in the video, and if you have, I thank you so very much for the support. Please do tell me your opinion about this chapter in the comment section down below. I really enjoyed it, and I want to hear your guys' opinions on that as well. So I say my goodbyes to you for now, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.